Eles fazem um reggae fusion, que é uma mistura de reggae com pop, com jazz, com outros gêneros musicais. É muito legal. Tenho certeza que você já dançou e já ouviu muitos com desses caras, até porque toca muito aqui na Rádio Disney, tá? Tá começando o podcast Conversas, Rádio Disney. I'm Fernando Prado, your host, and I'm honored to have here in our studios Magic. Hi there, guys.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up, man? Good to see you.
What up?
What's up? You said jazz too. Wow, did you hear that?
Yeah,
That's right.
I mean, I was told about that. Am I lying to our
Oh,
audience?
that's cool. There's
I'll
a little
take
bit.
it.
There's a little bit in there. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take
They went to jazz school-ish.
Right.
So, yeah. I want to start by trying to understand your surnames because this is great. Nasri Atwi.
Atwe, yes.
Atwi.
Atwe.
So you have Mark Pelly.
Yep.
Pelly.
Pelly.
Pelly. And Ben Spivak.
Nailed it.
Really?
Yeah, Spivak.
Oh my god, this is like a surname of the wealthy. You know?
You're so good.
It's like royalty names, right? Rich people's surname.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Fernando. That's a rich, great name itself. Jeez.
Thank you very much. Guys, let's dive into this backstory of the band. How long have you guys been jamming together as a band?
11 years.
Yeah, probably 11 years.
11 years with the same members?
The three of us, yeah. Some came and went. But yeah, then there were three.
And how did it start? Like you guys knew each other from some
We met
place?
through friends in Los Angeles.
We got a long answer and a short answer. The
long
short answer.
answer.
Okay.
The long answer?
Yeah.
Once upon a time. Well, I moved
I'll
to...
put these guys together. That's the answer.
I moved to LA and started. No one would give me a record deal, so I started writing for other people, and then somebody offered me like a solo deal, and I started making it, and it was like this, like almost like George Michael kind of album. It was pretty cool, and then my wife said, you're still unhappy, like at the time she was my boo.
Okay.
And she was like, I could see you as like the lead of a band. And then like a year later, I met Mark, and we started writing together. We wrote like for different artists, and then we started jamming. He started doing this reggae thing, and I was always like a big fan of Sting and the Police, and I felt like I kind of had a version of that myself in my voice. And then I was like, let's do it. And then he introduced me to Alex, who was used to be in the band, our drummer, Alex, our good friend, and Ben. And we became Magic. And now Alex has moved on to other great things, and we have now a trio with our new album, Inner Love Energy.
And the name Magic came from?
It came from David Copperfield.
It's really, or like?
Yeah, no, the
making
name
a joke from
Magic.
it?
The name Magic
Kidding.
came from our song "Don't Kill the Magic,"
Oh, okay.
and then we just ran with it. Yeah.
Great. Well, you said you mentioned like the Police, other inspirations. I
Right.
know that Bob Marley is also a great inspiration for you guys.
Yeah, I think the earlier stuff of Magic. Yeah.
And this is what I want to know. When this is what it was a inspiration when you first started out, but when you start to carving out your own style, when did it happen?
It's been an ongoing discussion.
Really?
And it's been something that we're all just trying to figure out collectively, to be honest with you. Because of the massive success of Rude, it kind of dictated the style, sort of whether we like it or not, put it in a pop reggae lane. So actually, to be totally honest with you, within this group, we've always had discussions about how do we be authentic to ourselves, move into other genres that we enjoy very much, but not completely estrange the audience that's been acquired from the song, right? And but I think we've landed in a great place on this new album where we got vibes from the Police, we got vibes from like Elton John, we got some soulful vibes, channeling stuff from 70s soul music and stuff like that, and many different influences. So yeah, it's been a tricky one because we're technically a pop reggae band. But depends on what day you ask us. People will be like, no, we don't do reggae music at all. It's like, it's really been this thing that we've kind of trying to figure out as we go along,
Yeah, there's not much reggae on this album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not at all, really. I think just one verse.
Okay, we're gonna get to this new album soon.
Yeah.
But so let's talk about Rude, because Rude it was and it still is your like biggest global hit, right? And I was about to ask you guys if when you have a global hit like this, it makes it easier or harder for the group, for the artists to keep creating, because just like you said, sometimes a big success dictates, right? Your new ones.
Yeah, I mean, as far as if it makes it easier or harder to create, it doesn't change it. We're creative people. We go into a studio, we're going to create. It's not a problem. It's a matter of the way we write too is not, oh, let's write a song that's this type of music. It's just like we get together and Mark, for example, play some really pretty thing on piano or on guitar or I'll play something or Nasri will play something and it's like, oh, cool, let's roll with that and just see what it turns into. And as it takes shape, then we start saying, oh, maybe this section could have this kind of drum beat and maybe this could have a thing. I don't think we really let, the success of Rude dictate what kind of music we're making anymore. Maybe there was a short minute where we thought, oh, we should try and make another one like that. But I think we're way past that now. I mean, really with this, I know we'll get to the new album in a minute, but this new album really just is what we wanted to make. That's really what it is. And so the success of Rude at this point, I don't think affects the music that we're making.
You said that, well, you created a lot of stuff. And what about the things that, because some of these songs and these ideas turns out to be good and a lot others maybe turn out to be bad.
Yes.
And what do you guys do with this bad material? It's like you put...
They're sitting on a hard drive. They're just sitting on a hard drive.
Really?
No, we don't. No. We don't delete. They're just sitting on a hard drive.
Just sitting there. Okay.
It's like, I think Magic fans pretty much know this, but we're songwriters, like I am a professional songwriter. Mark's a professional producer songwriter. Ben's starting to get placements to himself as a songwriter and getting better and better at producing. And he used to be more, he's a great arranger, but now he's actually starting to get into the computer more and do all that stuff. And so, I know myself, I do about 200 songs a year.
200 songs a year.
Yeah. And so it's I don't really, I'm not really that hard on myself as a creative. It's I go and I just do what comes out of me naturally. And some songs I'm like, guys, you got to hear this, vice versa. They may come up with something like Ben came up with the guitar in Sunflower Fields and he's like, you guys got to hear this. It's we're just constantly writing. What we call it in the music business is we're called lifers. So we're in this for life.
Great.
Yeah. And so, and during the time off when the fans didn't see us, Mark put out solo stuff. I put out an EP during the pandemic for fun. It's Ben put out an EP, and it's we just are constantly creating.
But as a solo project.
Yeah. It was just I mean, I remember for my situation, I just was just making so much music, just thinking what's happening, Okay. And it was great because as you express through these different channels, you heal to get back to magic. You know what I'm saying? You just go, I miss the guys.
Yeah. Sure.
I want to make magic.
Yeah.
And so it was really important for us to depart.
Yeah.
So then when we come back together, it's exciting again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
And it's it's healthy. Space is healthy. And now, we're back to being around each other all the time. And it's great because we're around each other with a mission of this music that we love and we allowed for time, healing, and the right vision to come together.
And I'm sure that these solo projects and ideas and you guys didn't stop during this break, right? And this was great. And probably this energy came to this new album, right?
Yeah, well, I would say the growth.
Definitely.
Came.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, I was gonna say that. Because it's not like any of the solo music was made against our project, in terms of I hate this project. It's all just statements that maybe don't even fit in the vibe of magic, right? And are just kind of personal statements and stuff. And maybe some of them do fit in the vibe of magic, and those are the ones we discuss together and we bring to life. So yeah, when we all came together, despite our own individual music making efforts, when we come together, we're just trying to make something that we all collectively believe in and that we hope our fans are going to enjoy. That's really the main considerations, right? We're just trying to make something beautiful that people like.
So let's talk more about this new project that just dropped, right? It's Inner Love Energy. I know that you guys mixed a lot of other genres and all that. So tell me more. Give me the juice.
It's a really, I mean, the title I think says a lot. Inner Love Energy. It's a really positive album. We started making this album 2.5 years ago, which, if you look at the calendar, was coming out of the pandemic, and there was just felt like there was this need for positivity in the world, positivity in pop music, and we wanted to express that. We wanted to create that, and every song, we've got Good Feeling About You. You've got Inner Love Energy. You've got these songs that are just positive. It's just like there's no real hidden sadness. It's just like you just want to feel good. You want to take a break for half an hour, throw on this record. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna go through some ups and downs, mostly ups though, to be honest, and different rhythms, and you'll hear ups
and mids.
Yeah, ups and ups, honestly.
Ups and ups.
Yeah.
Well, I will say there is one song that could potentially make you sad, and it's an interlude called Young Forever.
Young Forever.
It could put you in your feelings.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's an interlude, it's like one minute and something.
Not even.
Not
super
even.
Short.
I hear
Super short. And it
huge second
basically,
movement.
and it basically talks about, you're talking almost, I guess I gotta read the lyrics again. I'm kind of talking to myself.
Okay.
And basically saying like, you could be young forever. And it's basically, it's really cool. I don't even want to spoil it.
Okay.
Just go listen to it. And if you don't know how to speak English, just take the lyrics and translate them. So you could know what I'm really saying.
Okay, great.
Because like it was a really, really cool moment. And I'm glad it went on the album.
And just to remember you guys, I highly recommend you to listen to it because it's out on the Spotify and everything else, all the places, right? And I know it's early days since the release, but can we expect to hear some of these songs in your concerts here in Brazil?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can. Absolutely. We haven't added all of the new songs to the show quite yet because we're kind of rolling them in to the set as we, see those moments kind of coming to life. But yeah, there's going to be some of them off the new album that we're going to play. We're super excited to share those ones. Definitely the new single, Good Feeling About You. And
there's a important collab with the Robin Thicke, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about it. How do you guys decide to team up with him?
I'm going to fix this real quick. Robin's actually a very dear friend of mine.
Okay.
We actually met opening for him. When we first started, and he loved our first album and told me that he loved my lyrics.
Great.
And then he called me like a bunch of years later and said, would you be down to write with me? And I said, yeah, I would love to. And then we started kind of writing. And actually, there was a song that Ben and I had written for Magic that didn't fit for Magic, and Robin, took it. It became a hit, one of Robin's recent hits. And then during the pandemic, I was writing with him all the time. He was actually staying a little closer. He used to live further, and then he was living closer. And I was just at his house like every week. And we were just writing tons of songs. It became kind of like writing partners for a while. And then I was telling him, making a Magic album. He was like, oh, dope. I love the band, whatever. And we did this song called Stay in the Light that was just different from it. It was like a cha-cha, it was like some Stevie Wonder meets Magic, I don't know. And I was like, you know what, guys, if I've always wanted to have like Robin on a song, like I think he's just so good, we played for him, he loved it. And then now he lives in Malibu, he lives further. So I had to like drive an hour. It took a while to get to him. And I got those vocals. The vocals! And I got the vocals, and he was super cool. And we wrote like a bridge together. And then, I brought it all, got those files. We popped it in, and it was just like silk, man.
Perfect.
Silk. And it's cool because, when you hear a lot of collaborations, you hear like love songs all the time. It's not. Yeah. It's called Stay in the Light. It's a life song. It's like, which is so cool for two artists to do together. Mm-hmm. You don't hear this a lot. There's nothing in it that's pretentious. There's nothing in it. It's just like good, like soulful stuff going on. And so a lot of my friends love Stay in the Light, especially from like, who grew up loving Earth, Wind, and Fire and stuff like that. And if you love Bruno Mars, you'll love Stay in the Light. If you love something a little bit more funky and some chords and stuff, it's a great record. And Mark absolutely killed the arrangement on this record.
Oh, don't see
Thanks,
that.
bro.
Come on.
Don't say that.
And Mark plays the bass on that record too.
He also played the bass on that song. Yeah, we've become, we got to this point as a band where if somebody played something and it sounds good, it's kind of egoless now. We're like, yep, sounds good, leave it. You know, we don't feel the need to constantly be like, well, I didn't play that. You know, it's like, good feeling about you, Mark's playing the drums. You know, like Sunflower Fields, he's playing the guitar. And it's just like, and I did a lot of programming myself and put all kinds of drums and stuff in there and, you know, and wore hats. I mean, and Truly Happy, I'm playing little guitars in the verses. Like, you know, everyone's just doing a bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, we stopped caring and just sharing.
Stop caring and now sharing.
We're like, it feels good, sounds good.
It's punny.
Let's go get some Brazilian food.
That's
You know?
it. So by what you're saying, I think that this album's a different way to listen Magic, right? I mean,
Totally.
It's a totally different
Yes.
way. Perfect. And you're hitting the stage in Brazil very soon. Are you guys excited to like meet your Brazilian fans?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait.
Of
We
course.
can't wait.
You know what it's like. You've been to concerts in Brazil.
That's
you guys
it.
you
That's
guys
it.
The best.
know, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Because I know you got this great opportunity here in Brazil to play on Rock in Rio, and it was great for you guys.
Huge.
So now, and you keep just like changing your the songs you played from one city to another, or just like, or you keep the same playlist. How
This whole tour is going to be a pretty similar
okay.
set. Yeah.
great?
But it always,
Couple-
you know, it
couple
always
changes,
feels
maybe.
different. You know, when you're playing live, like sometimes, okay, you're rocking, let's say No Way No, right? Everybody loves No Way No in Brazil. And sometimes No Way No is like at an 11.
Yeah.
And then some nights it's at a 10, but then Red Dress goes to 12. Because, you know, Rude's always at 1,000,000, you know? But it's like some of these other songs, some cities go crazy for them, you know? And it's like, we're curious with the new songs, what that's going to be like. Oh, man, like, Good Feeling About You went off in São Paulo. Like, so it's like, and that's very normal. It's very normal in touring that some cities maybe heard a song more, you know? And so, you know, we encourage you to like stay the whole, you know, like we always say, like, try to put your phone away. Not for the whole set. Take pictures and enjoy yourself, but try to just enjoy it with us. You know, we really, really encourage that experience for you. That's the way we experience concerts. We always, when we go out, we don't have our phone the whole time. We just like, yeah, man. Like, because it is, I'm going to tell you this, especially when you come to see a band, it is a human live experience. We are playing right in front of you. So, you know, just enjoy it. It'll that memory will last forever. You know.
Yeah, sharing your energy, your everything.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. the
Don't
fans are just, like,
try not
looking
to
at
do
you
it through the
guys.
phone. Try to give us your eyes.
Yeah.
We want your eyes. Yeah.
And you guys have been to Brazil a few times. So what's the best thing about Brazil that you guys love?
Radio Disney.
Other than that.
The people, man.
The people,
the
yeah.
people by far is the
Yeah.
greatest people. Yeah.
Very consistent. Very consistent. Yeah. And obviously the food. You Brazilians know you guys like to eat, man. Brazilians get down.
Yeah, a lot, right? We eat a
Everything
lot.
is a
Churrasco?
buffet here.
Churrasco?
Everything is a buffet. And you know how to cook meat really well. You know, and everything. It tastes
Farofa?
great.
Farofa,
Churrasco.
It's great.
churrasco, paçoca. Have you guys tried? Yeah.
Yeah, paçoca's great.
All of it. Huh?
Brigadeiro.
Brigadeiro.
If you want to talk about Brigadeiro, we can talk about
We've been
it.
talking about it all day.
Brigadeiro.
You know what? For me, the one thing that I do like about Brazil is,
Everything.
you know what? And
everything.
I've said it before. It's like coming from Toronto, it feels like we know Brazil because Toronto is very multicultural, and we have a lot of Brazilian friends.
yeah.
Brazilian population.
Yeah, and we have like very dear friends who are Brazilian, and the way they are makes total sense now.
Okay.
It's like, oh, you're Brazilian.
Oh yeah, you're
You
totally
know,
Brazilian.
it's like there's just a thing. It's a style. It's like a Brazilian style that, you know, and we've been everywhere. So,
Okay.
you know, it's like, and Brazil is consistent everywhere. Like when I talk to the Brazilian buddy, it's like, oh, Brazil. Like, you know, it's like Brazilians never
But because
change,
they
man.
they hug a lot, kiss a lot, touch a lot, scream a lot.
The
all
same
that.
warmth. It's the same. Every time you meet a Brazilian, it's the same consistency.
Okay.
A close relationship to God, a close, like, you know, like great values, and, you know, and it's like, we just like, it's awesome.
Great, great. Are there any Brazilian artists who have got your attention so far?
Anita.
Anita.
I was
laughing.
Could you be hopeful about a future collab with the Brazilian artists someday?
Oh, for sure, for
maybe?
sure. You know, fans need to know too right now that our drummer in our band is from Brazil.
Yeah, Carlos. He's
Carlos
right here.
Lasari.
Yeah, he's here.
Carlos, come here and say
On the
hi.
stage.
Get in
Yeah,
here,
just,
Carlos.
just come here to say hi.
Yeah.
Aí, here in this. Ei!
Ei!
E aí, como é,
Tudo
mas
bem?
então me responde rapidinho, como é que é estar nessa banda? Como é que é?
É maravilhoso, é maravilhoso. Eu tô super feliz, eu aprendo cada dia com eles coisas novas e é uma alegria estar compartilhando esse momento com eles.
Thanks a lot. Oh, he's always learning with you guys.
Yeah. He's a
Us too.
fantastic
Us
drummer
too.
and has helped put a lot of the stuff together, you know, for us, even on the management side here in Brazil. And
We're here today
great
'cause of him.
Great businessman, great drummer, and a good
Wow.
friend. And he was recently, you know, he's getting married soon here in Brazil. So, you know, we look forward to
If you
celebrating
want to share
that.
the date and place so that everyone shows up.
So that everybody can
They'll
go.
bring you some
enjoy the buffet.
sweets. Yeah, you know, man, like we're really lucky to, you know, get a chance to continue to make music, and to get this exposure for it.
Yeah.
There's so many artists out there, and none of us deserve this. You know, nobody deserves this. You know, we work hard for it, and you know, and we're very fortunate to have it. You know. So we're very lucky. So thank you very much.
Great.
Super lucky.
Well, besides performing, what else are you looking forward to do during your downtime in Brazil? Swimming, is like the beach and
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm dying to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Exercising, eating.
I want to go dancing.
Eating, always dancing. It's like in a nightclub or something like that.
Something like that. Maybe just like something, I don't know. I want to go dancing
Okay.
for sure. Dancing, swimming.
All of it. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
We've already done it. We've already just been eating.
Yeah.
We're eating like the world is running out of food. It's
Yeah,
like-
it's crazy.
Great.
Volleyball.
And
I
I
really
love
want to
it.
go play volleyball on the
Volleyball.
beach.
And you guys just like do things together, or it's like, oh no, I like it, I don't like it.
We do a lot of stuff
a lot
together,
together.
and sometimes
Yeah.
we do stuff by ourselves.
We
Yeah.
do a lot together.
a
Yeah.
lot.
Maybe too much, huh?
They don't want to play volleyball.
Maybe
with
too
me,
much,
but-
huh? Yeah.
You know, we
Forget these guys.
When we
Forget these
travel,
guys.
we're kind of like we work and we play evenly. So
Okay.
you know, like we're always joking around, keeping it lighthearted. Magic's music and Magic are similar.
Okay.
You know, we're very much that's the vibe. That's
Good
why,
and bad.
good and bad. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
Good,
joking.
good, bad.
Yeah, it's very harmonious, and we just got here 3-4 days ago. It feels like we've been here for a month. We're seeing so much, you know, and we look forward to continuing to do this. And this is a life-changing experience for us being back. You know, it's going to be awesome.
Great. So now, rapid fire questions. Like, I'll just say a word, and you guys give me as fast as
Ben's
you can.
gonna win. Ben wins.
A dream to come true that I want to come true.
Being here, man. We're here.
Yeah.
We're living it.
A dream. Same one.
To live long enough to see my kids get married and have kids.
A dream.
Just more music and more touring forever and ever and ever and ever.
Great. A hobby.
I want to learn how to speak Brazilian Portuguese.
Really?
Yeah.
Already.
I know. I guess that's not a hobby. Very little. My hobby? Like you said, a new hobby or just my hobby right now?
What's a hobby?
Yeah, well, it can be these ones.
I mean,
like learning
I
the language.
do a lot of yoga and stuff like that.
Great. Nasri.
Basketball.
Basketball. About you.
I'm a bit of a nerd. And so for this tour, I'm giving away a bit of a surprise. But for this tour, we're using screens for the first time. And I'm really interested in how to make that work with the music and everything.
great.
And you can do a lot of cool stuff. I still haven't learned a lot of it, but I'm really into it. It's really a lot of fun.
Something that we enjoy doing, but maybe no one knows. Maybe.
I think I'm an open book. People know everything about me, and I don't really have any. I mean, yeah. I don't
Mark
know.
does like to cook. Yes, he does
I
like
do
to
like
cook.
cooking. Cooking. There you go. Cooking.
Great.
Yeah.
That they don't know. I love playing a game called Settlers of Catan. It's a really popular board game, and I play it online with friends. And you wouldn't think that like this groovy dancer guy likes that, but I love it. Great. Yeah.
I like to read a lot. I like to read a lot of biographies and autobiographies of people that I've admired.
Okay. So let's start by you. Who mostly inspires you?
Who mostly inspires me? Oh my God, there's so many. I'm actually reading, right now I'm reading the biography of Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers. And he's had a really interesting life. It's really interesting to read about that. And it's, I guess you could call it inspiring, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I went through a lot in the last year. My dad passed away last year. And so I've been going through this, like, what is real time in my life.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think I when somebody passes, when you go through that, you do lose a little bit of your innocence.
Okay.
And so I think like maybe right now my mother's inspiring me. You know, she's really holding it together, and the communication has been amazing. Everyone's been open about our feelings, you know. So it's been interesting, but yeah, that's it for me. Yeah.
And you, Ben?
That's heavy because I don't even want to follow that because I mean like we all
could
loved
just
we all
say your
loved his
truth.
dad a lot, so I mean like my answer is going to sound a little weird compared to that, but I watched the Carlos Santana documentary on the way here to Brazil, and I gotta say he's inspiring me right now. I didn't know he was such a
He's amazing.
interesting, cool dude, you know.
Nice.
So yeah, I like Carlos Santana right now. He's inspiring me.
Great answer. So once we were, of course, in Radio Disney Brazil, I got to ask you a couple of questions about Disney World. So, if you could produce the soundtrack for any Disney movie, what movie would have been?
Look at me.
Really easy.
Look at me.
Easy
Aladdin
like that.
for him.
Look at me.
Tell me,
Aladdin for
but
him.
tell us.
You know what? It would. I would say you could say Aladdin, but that's too obvious.
I can show you the world.
I love
Shining, shimmering.
I love this. I love this impromptu performance. For me, I'm a big Disney fan. I love the movies. So much thought put into them. If I was to say, you know, man, that's a tough one because they are all so well put together.
Yeah.
I know. Aladdin's not my favorite. Aladdin's
Yeah.
not my favorite. If I'm making the music,
Music,
for
yeah,
it,
yeah, making the music for it.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Ooh, that
Put
was
in
my
the
answer.
African.
Wait, I got to
Just
think of a
share
new
that
one
answer.
now. I got to
Put
think
in
of
the
a new
African vibes. Come on, man.
Yeah, Lion King with Elton John. Give me a break.
And about you? So we're
Well, I was
going to
say Lion
it's
King, but
okay
I'll
too.
think of a different
There's
one.
no
Hold on.
people in it. That's what I love. It's just animals.
I got one.
Yeah?
Okay, go for it.
Tell us.
Coco.
Coco. So
Coco's a great one.
I love the music already, but I feel like I could do some stuff for that.
okay.
Well, I'll tell you, just based on sheer numbers, just if I know that I'm going to do that, Frozen.
Frozen sick.
Frozen 2 is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. So during the pandemic, my son got hooked on Frozen 2.
Really?
And he wanted to watch it every day. And so it was about 2 weeks in, and it was every day Frozen 2. And then he stopped, and I continued.
Kept going.
And I was like,
He
and he would,
stopped.
like, well, he would leave the room, and I wouldn't notice, and I'd be like, this movie's so great. I really, you know what? Actually, if people have a second go, you go on Disney or whatever, Disney Plus.
That's
you
what I was
can.
gonna ask. Does this include Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
Oh, because
Tell
that
us.
changes the answers,
Yeah,
bro.
Disney owns Marvel,
Yeah,
right?
Disney,
Marvel.
right? That's
Yes.
because now we're talking. I would do the
No,
Mandalorian.
Lion King.
Disney World.
Mandalorian
the
music.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian music now. I changed my answer.
Oh my God. Star Wars is included.
Oh, geez.
That's
Okay,
it.
wait a
Star Wars.
second.
Star
Hold
Wars.
on.
Hold on.
I would love to do like an animated X-Men.
Okay.
But like the music not making any sense. So they're like fighting, and I'm like, sunflower fields in my mind.
Wolverine.
I want to get fired, but
But-
promote a magic song.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
But and now a character, if you could like pick up just like one character for you to
From
to
Disney?
be- yeah, for you.
Not Thanos.
Not that.
I should kind of like Thanos.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Mando's a good answer.
I would say somebody who could fly.
So Aladdin.
Aladdin can't fly without the carpet.
The carpet, yeah, the magic carpet. The magic carpet.
I would say my gut says probably Thor.
Oh, sick.
You know,
Okay.
And
Look at-
you took
Oh boy, I don't know. Now I've got Marvel and Star Wars on my brain.
Yeah.
One character that I could be.
Yeah.
Timon has a good time, you know.
Obi-Wan.
Timon
I
has a
want to
really
be
good
Obi-Wan.
time.
I changed my answer.
First of all, Obi. His name is Ben.
Yeah, his name.
So
you're
that I already take that one. I'm already calling dibs on
you got a
that.
brown cloak?
Is
Called
it
dibs
already
on that.
his?
Do you got a brown cloak?
I
Who is
got
that
brown
character
jeans.
that everybody hated in Star Wars?
Darth Vader.
No, the other one. The people
Oh,
are like,
Jar Jar
Jar Jar
I
Binks.
want to be
Binks, yeah.
Jar Jar and
Jar Jar
change
Binks, bro.
my destiny and do a great
It was just.
job.
It was just. Actually, we can't talk
But
about
nobody
that here.
hates
This is
everyone.
Disney.
But everyone loved Jar Jar Binks. Everyone
Everyone loves
everything
it
that Disney's ever
all.
done.
It's all.
Why
good.
were they making fun of it? Then?
Good. And this is the final answer. Guys, this really wraps up. So thanks a lot for being here on Radio Disney
Thank
Brazil.
you, Fernando.
It's really great to have you guys here.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate
Please
Thank
come
you.
back soon.
We will.
Yeah, we want.
We will. We will.
That's it. É isso aí, galera. Tá terminando mais um podcast Rádio Disney. Conversas Rádio Disney. Ó, já clica aqui do lado, já para assistir outros programas aqui, outras entrevistas. Segue segue a gente no YouTube e também, claro, nas suas plataformas digitais. Valeu, até a próxima!
Olha, eu tô próximo.